Dave Chappelle's Baby in the Ghetto is an iconic sketch that made Chappelle's career skyrocket. It showed a young baby in the hood trying to survive, with humorous but sad circumstances. The sketch starts off with a young baby alone in the hood, and everyone offers to help but has a price. The baby is desperate for help but has no money to pay. As the sketch progresses, an old man offers to help for free but tells people not to criticize him when others ask for help and he says no. The situation progresses as a social worker offers to help the baby, but she has to fill out a form and provide information. The old man helps the baby anyways, and then leaves after getting established. Then a preacher arrives telling the baby the sermon of salvation. After that, a doctor arrives with a cold medicine, but the cost is again too much and too little in the pocket for the baby to afford. All of a sudden, the cops enter the story and try to kick the baby out. But the old man appears again, and he pays the officers off. Comedy ensues as the baby is safe and taken care of, and then the sketch finally ends. This sketch was very critical of society and highlighted the gravity of poverty in urban areas. It also showed that not all people in the hood are bad. Some, like the old man, are there to help whenever they can. Moreover, this sketch made Dave Chappelle a household name and is his most famous piece of work. It also highlighted his humorous take on the social issues that plague the world. The Baby in the Ghetto sketch was Dave Chappelle's way of raising awareness about poverty, racism and social issues while still providing a laugh. The Baby in the Ghetto is a classic skit that will live on as an example of Chappelle's comedic genius. It was funny but had a serious message behind it that resonated with many people. Dave Chappelle uses the comedy to address social issues in a humorous and yet thought-provoking way. This particular sketch shows his talent and his ability to make a point without taking away from the laughs. This sketch has also inspired other artists to use their craft to speak out about issues in society. In a way, it is a form of activism and communication to bring about change. The sketch is not only comedic but serious in its intention. It is a vehicle for people to use laughter and joy to spread awareness about real issues. Not only is this sketch a classic, but it is also an important example of comedy with a message. Dave Chappelle showed that you can be a comedic genius and still make a lasting impact with your words. Baby in the Ghetto will always remain one of the most critically acclaimed sketch of Dave Chappelle's work, for its ability to deliver hard-hitting truths with a dose of humor. The skit was part of a larger trend of urban comedy that focused on the issues that people living in poverty have to face. The skit also highlighted how the government is failing to provide adequate resources to those living in poverty. The sketch criticized the lack of social welfare in urban areas and showed how money talks when it comes to receiving help in the hood. The sketch also showed the effects of gentrification on urban communities and how it forces people to move away from their homes. The skit showed how people living in poverty have to rely on each other for help, instead of receiving help from the government or other organizations. The skit offered a light-hearted take on a serious issue, and it resonated with people from all walks of life. Not only was the message behind the skit a great one, but it was also incredibly funny. Dave Chappelle was able to take a complex situation and make it hilarious. The skit was a great success and established Dave Chappelle as one of the funniest comedians in the world. It also made people think about the situation of poverty in a different way.